First contact, the arrival. The night sky over New York City blazed with an otherworldly light, drowning out the stars and casting long shadows across the bustling streets below. Dr. Samantha Chen, lead astrophysicist at the Hayden Planetarium, stood transfixed on the observatory's roof, her eyes wide with a mixture of wonder and fear. The source of the illumination was unmistakable, a massive, disc-shaped object hovering silently above the city, its metallic surface gleaming with an eerie, pulsating glow. "My God," she whispered, her hands trembling as she fumbled for her phone. "It's really happening." Across the globe, similar scenes unfolded. From the neon-lit streets of Tokyo to the sun-baked plains of Africa, people gazed skyward in awe and terror as alien vessels of various shapes and sizes took position above major cities. The long-debated question of humanity's solitude in the universe had been answered in the most dramatic way possible. In Washington, D.C., President Elena Rodriguez sat in the Situation Room, surrounded by her top military advisors and scientists. The atmosphere was tense, filled with the frantic tapping of keyboards and the urgent whispers of officials trying to make sense of the unfolding crisis. Madam President, General Marcus Hawthorne, chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, began, his voice steady despite the unprecedented situation. "We've confirmed the presence of over 50 alien craft in Earth's orbit. So far, they've made no aggressive moves, but we're on high alert." President Rodriguez nodded, her eyes fixed on the large screen displaying a global map dotted with the positions of the alien vessels and our defenses. "We've scrambled fighter jets and activated all missile defense systems," General Hawthorne replied. "But frankly, if their technology is as advanced as it appears, our current capabilities may be inadequate." The president's lips tightened into a thin line. She turned to Dr. Alan Feinberg, the nation's foremost expert on theoretical xenobiology. "Dr. Feinberg, any thoughts on their intentions?" The scientist adjusted his glasses nervously. "It's impossible to say with certainty, Madam President. The fact that they haven't immediately attacked could be seen as a positive sign. However, this could also be a show of force, demonstrating their ability to position themselves globally without resistance." As the discussion continued, a young lieutenant burst into the room, his face pale. "Madam President, we're receiving a transmission. It's from the aliens." The room fell silent as all eyes turned to the main screen. The global map flickered and was replaced by the image of a being unlike anything they had ever seen. Its body was vaguely humanoid, but with iridescent, scale-like skin and large, multifaceted eyes that seemed to shimmer with intelligence. When it spoke, its words were transmitted directly into their minds, bypassing the need for audible speech. "People of Earth," the alien began, its mental voice resonating with a strange mixture of authority and curiosity. "We are the Galactic Confederation, and we come in peace. Your world has long been isolated, but the time has come for you to join the greater community of sentient beings. We request an audience with your leaders to discuss the terms of Earth's integration into our interstellar society." President Rodriguez took a deep breath, steeling herself for what would undoubtedly be the most important moment in human history. She stepped forward, her voice unwavering as she addressed the alien representative. "I am President Elena Rodriguez of the United States of America, speaking on behalf of Earth. We welcome you in peace and look forward to open dialogue. However, I must emphasize that Earth is a sovereign planet, home to diverse nations and cultures. Any discussions regarding our future must respect our autonomy and the will of our people." The alien's multifaceted eyes seemed to flicker with an unreadable emotion. "Your bravery is noted, President Rodriguez. However, you must understand that your planet's status is precarious. The galaxy is vast and filled with civilizations far more advanced than your own. Your integration into the Galactic Confederation is not a matter of if, but how." As the implications of the alien's words sank in, tension rippled through the Situation Room. General Hawthorne's hand instinctively moved to his sidearm, While Dr. Feinberg furiously scribbled notes, his mind racing with the scientific implications of this encounter. President Rodriguez, however, remained calm. "We appreciate your offer of guidance, but Earth has faced challenges before. We may be young in galactic terms, but we are not without strengths. Perhaps it would be beneficial for both parties to learn from each other before any decisions about integration are made." The alien paused, its shimmering form seeming to ripple with thought. "An interesting proposal, President Rodriguez. Very well. We shall establish a neutral meeting ground to facilitate these cultural exchanges. Prepare your finest minds and leaders. The galaxy watches with great interest to see how humanity will fare on the cosmic stage." As the transmission ended, the room erupted into a flurry of activity. President Rodriguez turned to her advisors, her eyes blazing with determination. "Get me the UN Security Council. We need a united front, and I want every scientist, diplomat, and strategist we can trust working on this. Humanity's future depends on what happens next." Across the planet, as news of the alien contact spread, reactions varied widely. In some places, panic took hold, with people rushing to stockpile supplies or seek shelter. In others, crowds gathered in the streets, their faces turned skyward in wonder and hope. Religious leaders sought to reconcile this new reality with their teachings, while governments scrambled to maintain order and prepare for the unknown. In New York, Dr. Samantha Chen found herself unexpectedly thrust into the spotlight. As one of the world's leading experts on astrobiology, she was quickly summoned to join the team of scientists preparing for the upcoming meetings with the aliens. "This is our chance to learn, to grow," she argued passionately in a hastily assembled conference at the United Nations. "Yes, there are risks, but think of the potential benefits. Medical advancements, clean energy solutions, faster-than-light travel. The knowledge we could gain is limitless." Not everyone shared her optimism. In a hidden bunker deep beneath the Rocky Mountains, a group of military and intelligence officials met in secret. Colonel Jack Harper, a grizzled veteran of numerous covert operations, addressed the somber gathering. "We can't trust these aliens, no matter how peaceful they claim to be," he growled, his scarred face illuminated by the glow of tactical displays. "History has shown us what happens when a technologically superior civilization encounters a less advanced one. We need to be prepared for the worst." As humanity grappled with its new reality, the alien ships remained in orbit, a constant reminder of the profound change that had come to Earth. In labs, boardrooms, and military installations around the world, people worked feverishly to prepare for the upcoming meetings. Dr. Chen, now working alongside a global team of scientists, made a startling discovery. "These energy readings from the alien ships," she explained to her colleagues, her voice trembling with excitement. "They're similar to theoretical models we've been working on. It's as if we were on the right track all along, just a few breakthroughs away from cracking interstellar travel ourselves." This revelation sparked a glimmer of hope. Perhaps humanity wasn't as far behind as the aliens seemed to think. Perhaps there was more to Earth and its inhabitants than met the eye. As the day of the first official meeting approached, a sense of anticipation mixed with trepidation gripped the globe. In every corner of the world, humans from all walks of life found themselves united by a common purpose: to face this new chapter in history with courage, ingenuity, and the unshakable spirit that had carried humanity through countless challenges before. President Rodriguez, preparing to lead the Earth delegation, addressed the world in a powerful speech. "Today, we stand at the threshold of a new era. We face a future filled with unknown challenges and incredible possibilities. But remember this: we are humanity. We have climbed out of caves to touch the moon. We have unraveled the mysteries of the atom and peered into the depths of our own DNA. Whatever lies ahead, we will face it together, with the same curiosity, resilience, and determination that has defined our species since the dawn of time." As the speech concluded, millions around the world cheered, their spirits lifted by the president's words. In orbit, the alien ships shifted slightly, as if in response to the surge of human emotion below. The stage was set. Humanity, long alone in its cosmic neighborhood, was about to step onto the galactic stage. The journey ahead was uncertain, filled with potential dangers and wonders beyond imagination. But one thing was clear: the human race, underestimated and overlooked, was ready to show the universe what it was truly capable of. As the first light of dawn broke over the horizon, humanity held its collective breath, poised on the brink of its greatest adventure yet, the galactic revelation. As the first rays of sunlight pierced the morning mist, Earth's delegation stepped onto the alien mothership. The air crackled with tension and excitement. President Elena Rodriguez led the way, flanked by Dr. Samantha Chen and General Marcus Hawthorne. Behind them, a carefully selected team of Earth's brightest minds followed, each step echoing through the cavernous, bioluminescent corridor. "Welcome, Terrans," a melodious voice resonated in their minds. The alien diplomat, whom they now knew as Ambassador Zix, glided towards them. Its iridescent form seemed to ripple and shift, defying human perception. "Are you prepared to learn your true place in the cosmos?" President Rodriguez squared her shoulders. "We're eager to learn, Ambassador. But remember, we come as equals, not subjects." Zix's multifaceted eyes flickered with an unreadable emotion. "Equality? Oh, my dear humans, you have no idea how special you truly are." The delegation exchanged puzzled glances as they were led into a vast chamber. The walls shimmered with holographic displays, showing star systems and galaxies beyond imagination. "Behold," Zix announced, "the Galactic Archive." Dr. Chen gasped as the holograms coalesced into a timeline of the universe. This is impossible. The level of detail, the scope." "Not impossible," Dr. Chen, Zix corrected. "Merely beyond your current understanding. But that's about to change." The timeline zoomed in on a familiar spiral galaxy, the Milky Way. As eons passed in seconds, civilizations rose and fell, their influences spreading across the stars like blooming flowers, only to wither and fade. "Wait," General Hawthorne interrupted, his brow furrowed. "That pattern there, emerging from Earth's solar system, is that—" "Yes, General," Zix confirmed. "That is the birth of the most influential civilization the galaxy has ever known, your ancestors." A stunned silence fell over the human delegation. President Rodriguez found her voice first. "Our ancestors, but we've barely left our own planet." Zix's form shimmered with what might have been amusement. "Your current state is but a blink in cosmic time, Madam President. Observe." The holographic display shifted, showing Earth at the center of a vast interstellar empire. Advanced ships, cities spanning entire planets, and technologies beyond imagination filled the view. This was the height of human civilization, nearly 1,000,000 years ago, Zix explained. Your species unlocked the secrets of the universe, reshaped galaxies, and brought peace to warring races. You were the undisputed masters of the cosmos. Dr. Chen's scientific mind raced. "But how? Why don't we remember any of this?" "Ah, therein lies the tragedy," Zix sighed. The hologram shifted again, showing a cataclysmic event, a massive energy wave sweeping across the galaxy. Your ancestors' final and greatest experiment went awry. It nearly destroyed the fabric of space-time itself. The humans watched in awe and horror as that ancient civilization crumbled, its great works turning to dust. "To save the universe, your ancestors made the ultimate sacrifice," Zix continued. "They used the last of their power to reset Earth's development, erasing all traces of their advanced civilization from your planet and your very DNA. You began anew, a clean slate, protected and isolated until you were ready to reclaim your heritage." General Hawthorne's eyes narrowed. "And now you think we're ready? Why come to us now?" Zix's form darkened slightly. "Because, General, the universe faces a threat only the heirs of the great human empire can stop. The experiment that nearly destroyed everything. It created a cosmic cancer, slowly consuming reality itself. Our scientists predict total universal collapse within a century. President Rodriguez felt the weight of this revelation settle on her shoulders. And you believe we can stop it? We who, until yesterday, thought we were alone in the universe. Not as you are now, Six clarified, but with guidance, with the unlocking of your dormant abilities and forgotten knowledge. Yes, you are our last best hope. Dr. Chen's mind whirled with possibilities. The energy readings from your ships, the familiarity of some of your technology, it all makes sense now. We've been subconsciously recreating our ancestors' work. Zix nodded, its form brightening. Precisely, Dr. Chen. And now, we must accelerate that process. The fate of all reality hangs in the balance. As the implications sank in, a new fire kindled in the eyes of the Earth delegation. They were no longer just representatives of a young, isolated planet. They were the heirs to a cosmic legacy, tasked with saving existence itself. President Rodriguez stepped forward, her voice ringing with newfound purpose. Ambassador Zix, on behalf of humanity, I accept this challenge. We will need all the help and knowledge you can provide, but make no mistake, we will face this threat on our terms, as equal partners in the galaxy's future. Zix's form seemed to glow with approval. Well said, Madam President. Let the awakening of humanity begin. As the Earth delegation prepared to return home with their world-shaking news, none of them noticed the small dark shape lurking in the shadows of the mothership. Its eyes gleamed with malevolence as it transmitted a coded message to the far reaches of space. The humans know. Initiate Operation Starfall. The stage was set for a cosmic drama unlike any other. Humanity, once mocked and underestimated, now stood at the center of a galactic conspiracy millennia in the making. The race to save reality and reclaim their destiny had begun. Quantum awakening. The world was still reeling from the revelation of humanity's cosmic legacy when it happened. Like a switch flipped in the collective unconscious of the human race, dormant abilities began to surface. It started small, a child in Mumbai levitating her toys, a cook in New Orleans igniting flames with a thought, a programmer in Seoul interfacing directly with computers using only his mind. Dr. Samantha Chen, now heading the Global Awakening Research Initiative, GARI, stood before a wall of holographic screens, each displaying reports of new manifestations. It's happening faster than we anticipated, she muttered, her own eyes glowing faintly with an inner light. A side effect of her newly awakened ability to process vast amounts of data instantaneously. Viral Evolution Catalyst, announced the AI assistant, its voice eerily human-like. That's what the internet is calling it, Dr. Chen. The hashtag quantum human is trending worldwide. Chen nodded, her mind racing. The term was apt. Whatever the ancient humans had done to suppress their abilities, it was unraveling at an exponential rate, as if their DNA itself was remembering its true potential. Meanwhile, in a secret facility beneath the Rocky Mountains, General Marcus Hawthorne oversaw a different kind of awakening. Again, he barked, watching as a squad of soldiers attempted to manipulate the fabric of space-time itself. Private Sarah Connor, her face beaded with sweat, managed to create a shimmering portal. It lasted only seconds before collapsing, but it was progress. Sir, she panted, I saw something. Another world, I think. Hawthorne's eyes narrowed. That's what we're counting on, Private. If the aliens are right about this cosmic cancer, we need to find it and stop it. Fast. Across the globe, similar scenes played out. Governments scrambled to identify and train those with the most potent abilities, while underground movements formed, advocating for the free development of these quantum human powers. In New Delhi, a young street performer named Arjun discovered he could manipulate probability itself. His magic tricks became reality-bending spectacles, drawing crowds of thousands. We are the children of gods, he proclaimed, his voice carrying an otherworldly resonance. Why should we bow to alien masters when the universe itself bends to our will? The alien delegation, led by Ambassador Zix, watched these developments with a mixture of awe and concern. They're progressing faster than any models predicted, Zix communicated to the Galactic Confederation. The dormant genetic codes are reactivating at an alarming rate. Is this cause for celebration or concern, Ambassador? Came the reply from the shadowy figures of the Confederation Council. Zix's form shimmered with uncertainty. Both, I fear. Their potential may be our salvation, or our doom. Unbeknownst to the aliens or Earth's leaders, a third faction was making its move. Deep in the Brazilian rainforest, an ancient structure, hidden for millennia, began to hum with power. Dr. Elena Vasquez, a rogue archaeologist who had long theorized about prehistoric advanced civilizations, stood before the massive obsidian doorway, her hands trembling with excitement. "It's real," she whispered, running her fingers over glyphs that seemed to shift and change under her touch. "The nexus point, the key to our ancestors' power." As if in response to her words, the glyphs began to glow, and the doorway slowly ground open. Inside, a swirling vortex of energy pulsed, its light casting strange shadows on the jungle floor. Dr. Vasquez took a deep breath and stepped through, vanishing in a flash of light. Moments later, her voice echoed from the vortex, filled with wonder and terror. "Oh my God, we were wrong about everything." Back in Washington, D.C., President Elena Rodriguez faced a barrage of questions from world leaders and media outlets. The press conference, broadcast globally, was unlike any in history. "Yes, we are in contact with extraterrestrial civilizations," she confirmed, her voice steady. "And yes, the reports of awakening abilities among our population are true. But this is not a time for fear or division. We stand at the threshold of a new era for humanity." As she spoke, her eyes began to glow with an inner fire, and she slowly rose from the podium, hovering several feet in the air. Gasps and cries of astonishment filled the room. "We are the children of a cosmic legacy," Rodriguez continued, her voice resonating with newfound power. "A legacy we forgot, but are now remembering. The challenges ahead are great, but so is our potential. United, there is nothing humanity cannot achieve." The image of the floating president, her words of unity and power, spread across the globe like wildfire. #CosmicHumanity and #QuantumEvolution became the most used hashtags in social media history. But not everyone celebrated this awakening. In the shadows, both on Earth and among the stars, forces mobilized. Some sought to control this newfound power, others to destroy it. And somewhere, in the vast expanse of the universe, the cosmic cancer continued to grow, threatening to unravel the very fabric of reality. As night fell on a transformed Earth, millions looked to the stars with new eyes, wondering what adventures and dangers awaited them in the cosmic ocean. Humanity, long mocked and underestimated, was remembering its true nature. The galaxy would never be the same. Cosmic convergence. #Cosmic Convergence trended worldwide as humanity stood on the precipice of its greatest transformation. The awakening of dormant abilities had reached a fever pitch, and Earth pulsed with newfound energy that even the stars seemed to notice. Dr. Samantha Chen, her eyes now constantly aglow with swirling galaxies, addressed the United Nations emergency session. "Ladies and gentlemen, we're not just evolving, we're remembering. Our DNA is a cosmic hard drive, and we've just found the password." Holographic displays flickered to life, showing the exponential growth of human abilities. Telekinesis, telepathy, and even time manipulation were becoming commonplace. #QuantumHumanity wasn't just a hashtag, it was the new reality. But with great power came great chaos. In Tokyo, a teenager named Hiro Nakamura discovered he could create micro-singularities. His TikTok video of a pencil disappearing into a tiny black hole went supernova, racking up billions of views in hours. #BlackHoleBoy became an instant meme, even as physicists around the world panicked. Meanwhile, in the Sahara Desert, something extraordinary was happening. Millions watched via drone footage as a group of awakened humans, led by the enigmatic Zahra al-Rashid, began to terraform the barren landscape. Sand turned to lush soil, and water sprouted from nowhere. Garden of Eden 2.0 captured the world's imagination. President Elena Rodriguez, now unofficially dubbed the Quantum Queen by social media, called for calm. "We stand at a crossroads of cosmic proportions," she announced, her voice simultaneously broadcast to every device on the planet. "No technology needed. Our power is immense, but so is our responsibility." But not everyone was celebrating. General Marcus Hawthorne, his own abilities allowing him to perceive quantum probabilities, saw danger. "We're painting a target on our backs," he warned the National Security Council. "Every advanced race in the galaxy will see us as a threat now." He was right to be concerned. Across the galaxy, ancient powers stirred. The Zorax Imperium, a civilization of energy beings who had long viewed themselves as the pinnacle of evolution, watched Earth with growing alarm. The prophecy of the Star Children, the High Archon murmured, "It's coming true." Back on Earth, Dr. Elena Vasquez emerged from the nexus point in the Amazon, forever changed. Her body shimmered with cosmic energy, and her words echoed with the weight of eons. "I've seen the end, and the beginning," she proclaimed to a stunned audience of scientists and world leaders. "We are not just our ancestors' children, we are their salvation." The revelation sent shockwaves through human society. #Cosmic Time Loop and #Ancestral Redemption exploded across social platforms as people grappled with the mind-bending implications. But even as humanity reached for the stars, darkness gathered. In hidden bases around the world, a shadowy organization known as HFY mobilized. Humanity's ascension must be controlled, their masked leader declared. "We will be gods, not guardians." Their first strike was as swift as it was devastating. Major cities around the world found their quantum-powered defenses suddenly failing, and in low Earth orbit, a fleet of ships unlike anything seen before decloaked. "This is Admiral Zhen of the Temporal Correction Fleet," a voice boomed across all frequencies. "Your ancestors nearly destroyed the universe once. We are here to ensure it doesn't happen again." As panic gripped the planet, an unexpected ally emerged. Ambassador Zix, in a broadcast that overrode every channel, revealed the truth. "Humanity of Earth, you've been deceived. The Galactic Confederation is not what it seems. Your true history is far more complex and far more glorious." In a stunning display of power, Zix's form shifted, growing into a being of pure light. "I am not just an ambassador. I am the last of the progenitors, your first ancestors, and I'm here to help you remember why you chose to forget." As Zix's words faded, every human on the planet felt a jolt, as if a key had turned in a long-forgotten lock. Memories of past lives, of civilizations risen and fallen, of battles fought across time and space, flooded their collective consciousness. In that moment, humanity faced its true awakening. They were not just a young race finding its power, but an ancient lineage remembering its purpose. The cosmic cancer threatening reality, the approaching fleet, the shadowy HFY, all were parts of a grand design set in motion eons ago. Dr. Chen, her mind now spanning multiple dimensions, understood first. "We're in a quantum superposition of civilizations," she breathed, "and it's time to collapse the waveform." As the Temporal Correction Fleet entered Earth's atmosphere, as HFY sleeper agents activated worldwide, as the cosmic cancer gnawed at the edges of reality, humanity stood united. Their forgotten powers surged, ready to rewrite the very laws of existence. The next chapter of the human story was about to be written, not in the stars, but in the very fabric of the cosmos itself. #CosmosEndgame was trending across the universe, and Earth was the battleground where past, present, and future would collide. Quantum Armageddon. #Quantum Armageddon flashed across the collective consciousness of humanity as the Temporal Correction Fleet descended from the skies. Earth's newly awakened defenders rose to meet them, their powers warping reality itself. Dr. Samantha Chen, now a being of pure thought, projected her consciousness across the globe. "Initiate Operation Mandela Effect," she commanded. Instantly, millions of awakened humans focused their will, rewriting history in real time. The results were spectacular and terrifying. Across the planet, past events shifted like quicksand. The Great Wall of China transformed into a massive energy barrier. The pyramids of Giza revealed themselves as ancient starships rising from the sands. #RealityGlitch became the most used hashtag in human history. Meanwhile, in low Earth orbit, President Elena Rodriguez, now glowing with the power of 1,000 suns, faced off against Admiral Zhen. "You cannot erase us, Admiral," she declared, her voice resonating through space itself. "We are not just a civilization, we are an idea." The space battle that ensued was beyond anything humanity had ever witnessed. Quantum torpedoes phased in and out of existence. Time loops trapped entire squadrons in endless combat. Black holes were wielded like cosmic shurikens. #SpaceOperaORL trended across every social platform still functioning. On the ground, the situation was equally chaotic. Echolocase agents, their true forms revealed as biomechanical monstrosities, clashed with awakened humans in city streets. In Times Square, a young street artist named So, her graffiti now coming to life, painted a mural of hope that literally pushed back the invaders. #Artistic warfare captured the world's imagination. But the true battle was happening on a scale beyond human comprehension. The cosmic cancer, now visible as a roiling mass of unreality at the edge of the solar system, threatened to consume everything. Ambassador Zix, revealed as the last progenitor, stood at the helm of a reconstructed nexus point, now a massive space station at Earth's L5 point. "Children of Earth, the being of pure light addressed humanity. The moment of convergence is upon us. You must remember not just your past, but your future." As Zix spoke, a wave of cosmic awareness swept across the human race. Each person saw glimpses of potential futures, of lives lived across countless realities. #Quantum superposition became more than a scientific concept, it was the state of human existence. Dr. Elena Vasquez, her body now a conduit for cosmic energies, realized the truth. "We're not fighting a war," she announced, her voice echoing across dimensions. "We're solving an equation. The universe itself is a quantum computer, and we're the programmers." With this revelation, the nature of the conflict shifted. Awakened humans worldwide began to focus not on defeating the enemy, but on rewriting the cosmic code itself. #reality hackers and #quantum coders became rallying cries as humanity turned its collective will towards reprogramming existence. The temporal correction fleet, caught in the shifting tides of reality, found their weapons and tactics becoming obsolete with each passing moment. Admiral Zhen, his certainty crumbling, opened a channel to President Rodriguez. "What are you?" he asked, awe and fear mingling in his voice. Rodriguez, her form now a swirling galaxy of possibilities, smiled. "We are the cosmic constants, Admiral, the observers that give shape to reality, and we're rewriting the universe's source code." As humanity's power grew, the cosmic cancer began to retreat, but victory came with a price. The fabric of reality, strained by the titanic forces at play, began to fray. In a desperate gambit, Dr. Chen proposed the unthinkable. "We need to reboot the universe," she declared. "A total restart, preserving the best of every timeline, every possibility." The risks were immense. Failure meant the end of not just humanity, but all existence. Success meant a new cosmic order, with humanity as its architects. As the decision point approached, a new hashtag emerged, spreading across the noosphere like wildfire, #Cosmic Reboot. In the heart of the nexus point, surrounded by the swirling energies of creation itself, humanity faced its ultimate choice. The power to reshape reality was in their hands. The question was no longer if they could do it, but what kind of universe they would create. As the cosmic reboot sequence initiated, every human on Earth and beyond felt the weight of eternity on their shoulders. They were no longer just inhabitants of the universe. They were its creators, its guardians, and its hope. The universe held its breath, poised on the edge of oblivion and rebirth. In that infinite moment, humanity's true destiny was about to be realized. Hashtag Cosmic Legacy pulsed across the collective consciousness as the reboot countdown began. Multiversal Renaissance. Hashtag Multiversal Renaissance exploded across all planes of existence as the cosmic reboot sequence reached its climax. Reality itself held its breath, teetering on the edge of annihilation and rebirth. In the heart of the nexus point, now a swirling vortex of pure creation energy, Dr. Samantha Chen, President Elena Rodriguez, and the transformed Dr. Elena Vasquez stood united. Their bodies, no longer bound by physical form, pulsed with the raw power of the universe. "It's time," Chen announced, her voice echoing across dimensions. "We're not just rebooting our universe, we're harmonizing the multiverse." As one, they reached out, their consciousness expanding to encompass all of reality. Hashtag Cosmic Trinity began trending across civilizations that hadn't even discovered social media yet. The reboot wave spread outward, reshaping reality in its wake, but this was no mere reset. Guided by the collective will of humanity, it was a grand act of cosmic curation. Across the globe, awakened humans contributed to the rewrite. A young artist in Rio de Janeiro imagined a world where nature and technology existed in perfect harmony, and it became so. An elder in Nairobi envisioned a society free from hunger and strife, and countless planets shifted to make it reality. Hashtag Dreamweavers became the rallying cry of a species rewriting its own story. The temporal correction fleet, caught in a wave, found themselves transformed. Admiral Zhen, once a harbinger of humanity's doom, felt eons of aggression and fear melt away. "We remember," he gasped, as his ship morphed into a celestial gardener, seeding new life across the cosmos. Hashtag Cosmic Redemption trended across former enemy armadas. EQLIPSE, the shadowy organization that had sought to control humanity's ascension, discovered their true purpose. Their biomechanical forms became living libraries, preserving the wisdom of countless fallen civilizations. Hashtag Shadowkeepers became a symbol of knowledge preserved against the tides of time. As the reboot wave reached the edges of known space, it encountered the cosmic cancer, the great unraveler that had threatened all of existence. But now, faced with the combined creative power of a fully awakened humanity, the cancer found itself transformed. Hashtag Entropy Reversed flashed across the cosmos as the force of destruction became the seeds of new creation. In this reborn reality, the barriers between dimensions thinned. The multiverse, once a theoretical concept, became a tangible part of everyday life. Humanity, as the architects of this new cosmic order, took on the role of multiversal caretakers. Dr. Chen, her consciousness now spanning infinite realities, introduced the concept of quantum citizenship. Hashtag Quantum Citizens could now explore and contribute to multiple universes, their actions rippling across the grand tapestry of existence. President Rodriguez, her former living constellation, established the Multiversal Council, a governing body that transcended not just planetary boundaries, but the limits of individual realities. Hashtag Cosmic Democracy became the foundation of a new form of governance that honored the interconnectedness of all things. Dr. Vasquez, merged with the very essence of the nexus point, became the guardian of cosmic balance. She introduced entropy recycling, a process that turned the remnants of dying universes into the building blocks of new realities. Hashtag Cosmic Sustainability redefined the very concept of universal constants. But with great power came great responsibility. Humanity, now the stewards of the multiverse, faced challenges beyond imagination. The progenitors, revealed to be the ascended forms of humanity's far future selves, emerged from the cosmic background radiation. The loop is closed, they announced. You have become what you were always meant to be, the guardians of existence itself. #closed Timelu paradox trended across temporal planes that hadn't even been invented yet. As the new cosmic order stabilized, a message pulsed across the multiverse, written in the very fabric of spacetime. We are humanity. We are the dreamers and the makers, the breakers and the menders. We are the story that the multiverse tells itself, and our tale is just beginning. The message, encoded in quantum fluctuations, became known as the #Cosmic Manifesto. It served as both an introduction and a promise to the myriad forms of life and consciousness that humanity would encounter in their new role as multiversal custodians. Earth, once a tiny blue marble in an unremarkable galaxy, became a shining beacon of infinite possibilities. It stood as a living testament to the power of consciousness to shape reality, a nexus point where the dreams of countless universes converged. As the newly awakened citizens of Earth looked up at the star-filled sky, they saw not just distant suns, but gateways to adventures beyond imagination. The age of cosmic exploration had truly begun, with humanity leading the charge not as conquerors, but as curious creators. #Cosmic Odyssey became the rallying cry of a species reborn, ready to write the next chapter of existence itself. The multiverse watched, wondered, and welcomed its new guardians. In the end, humanity's greatest strength wasn't their rediscovered powers or that ancient legacy. It was their ability to imagine, to dream, and to make those dreams reality. They had rewritten the stars and in doing so, had rewritten themselves. The story of humanity, of #Homo Cosmicus, was just beginning, and it promised to be an epic tale indeed.